with that layout, that bigger VAL, that's gonna kind of allow me to trap it a little bit more, a little bit longer hook phase. Hey guys, it's Theo here from Real Experience Ball Reviews, and today we're comparing the Primal Shock with a 4x85 layout, which puts the pin really close to the fingers. We're going to compare that to a 50x5x40 layout Primal Shock, which puts the pin a little bit taller, more in that benchmark category. If you haven't had a chance, please feel free to like and subscribe to Real Experience Ball Reviews so we can keep providing you the best content possible. All right, so you guys are wondering, so what's the difference between these two layouts? Again, when you put that pin a little bit closer to the fingers, there's gonna be a little bit different ball motion. The Primal Shock is one of my favorite balls of all time. It features that Venom Shock cover. It has that bigger diff, 050-ish diff, you know. So again, the Primal for me has been a winner. It's one of my favorite balls I've ever drilled from Motiv. So we're gonna bowl here on a fresh house shot at Spectrum, and I'm gonna kind of compare these two layouts. I'm probably gonna be pretty far left because it's high friction here. So let's see what that does, and let's talk a little bit about these layouts and how they fit in my bag. All right, so we're gonna start with that pin closer to the fingers. Again, that's like a 4.5 or 4x85, or if you wanna do like more on that 2LS system, it's gonna be that 5x4x2, 1.5-ish kind of look. I'm gonna start around 19 or 20 with my feet. Just kind of stay firm. See what happens. So with that layout, that bigger VAL, that's gonna kind of allow me to trap it a little bit more, a little bit longer hook phase. So that means it's just a little more rounder overall. If you guys haven't had a chance, got these amazing Rec chamois. The link is in the description below. They're 20 bucks. Thanks DH Lab for helping us out. They're on the website for DH Lab. All right. Start creeping a little bit left, so I'm going to keep going left around 3 or 4 boards. So I'm going to stand about 23 with my feet. As I kind of move in, we'll start rotating a little bit more and slowing it down to get it to shape. It's pretty good. So for me as a one-hander, I really love the pin down stuff. So this kind of gives me that rounder motion, that like kind of pin down sort of look with that larger valve, super slow. And again, guys, I mean, do what layout works best for you. It's nice to have a variety, especially if you love one ball, you can drill it different ways and you can make it do different things. Let's move around 25 with my feet. As they move in, we'll just start rotating a little bit more and getting around it. So again, just doing this one shot kind of rolls right now. We're just gonna kind of keep moving left. That one, probably should have gotten around it a little bit more, but as you guys can see, it started to really slow down on the back end. Standing around 27 with my feet. This one I'm gonna kind of make sure I get some rotation on it and slow down just ever so slightly. Some rotation. Wasn't too bad. So again, you're seeing kind of that slower motion, but I like bowling here because everything kind of goes whippy whip at the end. But once I start throwing the other Primal, you guys are gonna kind of see the difference between the two different Primal Shocks. Creeping in a little bit more here. Stand around 30. Start juicing in a little bit more at the bottom. Really got around that. Woo, that looked really good. So the Primal Shock is one of my favorite balls. Usually when I go to tournaments, if there's not a Venom Shock and not a Primal Shock in my bag, there is something wrong. Let's move to 33. Again, make sure we get around it. Open up the angles ever so slightly. See what happens. So, being a little bit sensitive to the friction right now. I'm just jumping left every shot, trying to get through this and show you guys shot by shot here the differences. So for me, That's probably where I would stop with that ball. Let's go to the other Primal shock. So this is my favorite ball in my bag right now. It's got a 5x4 by 3.5, 50 by 5 by 40. This Primal goes with me everywhere. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, guys. I'm gonna stand around the same spot and just generally move left. So I'm gonna stand around 20, 19 or 20, and then move left and see the difference. Of course, we broke the lanes down a little bit with the other Primal shocks. We might see a little bit of variance with that. So also, one thing to mention to you guys, you're probably thinking, that ball's a little bit shinier. I have a lot of games on it. I also like to keep it at 2000 polish, but this is actually at like a kind of a worn 1500 from Nationals. So with that pin being a little bit taller, it's gonna cause a little more flip at the end of the pattern. But again, that's why I love this ball, because I can get left and I can trust it. So we're gonna start moving a little bit more left here. Stand around 23 with my feet. Stay firm at the bottom. See what happens. Beautiful. I throw this one a lot in league here at Spectrum just because it matches up really well to the friction. This is like a 42 or 40 foot house shot. So again, that one with the pin closer to the fingers, I'd probably throw that on flatter patterns. Not saying this one's not good on flat patterns. It's just not the ball that I would, stand right with and play up the lane. This is more of like kind of get left, kind of shape it a little bit. All right, we'll start seeing 25, 25, 26-ish. Almost 3 board increments. Wasn't the greatest shot, kind of pushed that out to the right. I'm really emphasizing too not to over cup my wrist a lot of times when I throw the ball. So tip to all you two-handers out there, you don't need to over cup when you start. Just use those legs, get some spine tilt, and it'll help you get some ball speed and revs. Not bad. Move another 3 boards left. Again, we're gonna start kind of gradually slowing down, making sure that we're staying behind it, doing all the right things. So really sensitive out there with that friction right now. My ball speed's also gone up significantly since the last video, so it's also what we're called the real experience. It's not the real I strike every single shot review, right? So let's try that again, or not. Dang it. Full rack of pins usually helps. Okay, we're standing around 30 with my feet. Kind of move in, so that last shot. Didn't really turn the corner. Just make sure that I stay behind this one and just get it out to the friction. That was a good shot. So can't tell if my last shot, maybe I got a little lazy on it and had a little more tilt on it. Who knows? But again, if we were perfect, right, then what would bowling be if we just threw freaking 300s all the time, right? Let's throw another good one. Let's move like 3 left. This is where that other Primal, the pin up one, or the one near the finger started to be really lazy. Let's see if we can get this one to kind of tip a little bit. Again, as we move left, right, I don't want to be too straight through the fronts. I want to give the ball some of the lane to use, give some of the energy so we can utilize that, get it to kind of pick up. It's pretty good. So again, that is why that one is my favorite of all my bowling balls, because I can just get left, I can trust it. It's really, really good. Again, not saying the one near the fingers is bad. I'm just saying when you guys drill your stuff, make sure to work with your pro shop operators, figure out what layout works best for you. Really hope you guys enjoyed this really quick comparison, talking about the Primals, the 2 different layouts. And again, love y'all, Motiv, all you guys. Stay tuned for next time.